Day, everybody. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. It's been a minute since I did any pocket knife content, so I'm gonna put out a open tag and see if anybody does my challenge. It's not a difficult one. It's show your favorite red scaled knives. Show your favorite red knives. Um, Now my favorite red knife is this Case. I believe it's 18 pattern Stockman. It's a medium serpentine Stockman. This was my favorite pocket knife when I got it, and it still is a great knife. I don't carry it as much though because I broke the spring on the clip blade. The clip blade spring doesn't work anymore, and I love this clip blade was great. I love the style of clip blade. It's just I don't know. I'm a fan. Um, but the main blade I use on this knife is the sheep's foot, and I still use this knife for the sheep. You know, it's still a two-blade knife. It's like a half Congress. It's got a spade blade and a sheep's foot blade. You know. And the clip blade, you just got to make sure it's not poking out. But anyhow, that's my favorite one. I got this at Canadian Tire for $150. um, yeah, $150 for Case knives here. We only have a selection of about 4 or 5 of them. So um, now this is a different knife. I've showed it off before. It's just a utility knife, but I bought this years ago, and I'd never seen uh, like a one-hand open lock back utility knife. You know, now there's tons of them. Like here's a common one. Like this is how they often look. You know, you can push them open with a finger. They got this kind of handle. You can store razor blades in this jank here. Um, but and it's got a liner lock. Now this one I found it at the Home Hardware. Now I love the shape of it. It's just like an oval. This just sits in your pocket. It's such an easy carry, and it has this big pocket clip too, which works really well. If you, I don't use pocket clips really, but it works. Um, and yeah, it's got thumb stud, one right hand thumb stud opening, and you click it open like that, and it's got utility blade. I got a box of utility blades. I don't use this knife that much anymore, but I carried this. This was I carried this as a pocket knife alongside my Dollarama drop point uh, for for quite some time. This was what I carried in my pocket. But anyhow, red scaled knives are not difficult because, of course, there's Swiss Army knife, Victorinox or Venger. Um, I guess it's all Victorinox now. But this is my favorite Victorinox knife, and I put a lanyard on it. It's called the Recruit, and I got this. This is an Egyptian agate bead with some cord and a tassel. But yeah, this is one of my regular carry knives. I love this knife. It's got a spear point blade. Uh, the pen blade goes with it. This is an 84 millimeter Swiss Army knife as opposed to the 91 millimeter. You can see the difference in size. Quite a difference. Um, Yeah, but this is like the basic of basics in Swiss Army whatever this stuff's called. It's got scale tools. You know, you can get ALOX versions that I'm sure are much simpler. But this all this has is two blades, um, the can opener, which works great, uh, and the cap lifter with the half stop. So and it's got tweezers and toothpick. This is my favorite one of my favorite pocket knives for sure. And I got a little crappy nylon case for it. Not many leather slips around here, I'll tell you. Um, but yeah, those are my. Anyway, just because this one's out, this is Victorinox Camper. Um, it's got a saw. It's got all the stuff my other one, the one I just showed you, has, but it has a saw, uh, and a corkscrew and an awl, um, with a sewing eye. That's kind of a useful tool. This is a useful tool to me. Um, the eye sewing awl. And a corkscrew. I tend to prefer the Victorinox knives without the corkscrew, just because I'm not a wine drinker. But I know that this is much useful, very useful tool for many. So for other things. So, but whatever, man. All right, so those are my favorite red scaled knives. I'm gonna tag a bunch of yous in the comments and see what happens. All right, God bless you all. Take care and have a blessed day. Bye now.